Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, whenever you get this or just joining us. I don't know what time it is where you are. You're welcome to my live. Hello, you're welcome. Good afternoon, whatever the time is where you are. Today I'll be taking questions on basic things about garment making. So if you're new here, you're welcome. Share sewing tutorials here, and I've decided to be coming live at least maybe once a week or more, depending on how time permits. So I'll be taking questions on basic garments. Someone asked me a question, not on my page though, but a direct question. She works with my sister, so she saw me editing my videos and she was like, "Oh, so you make clothes?" I said yes. She said, "You have a channel?" I said yes. So she asked a question. It's a question that I found like it was disturbing, sometimes we come online to learn, but some persons don't pay attention when they learn. So in sewing, there are basic things you should know. One of the most important thing is how to take accurate measurement, how to take your measurement. Very, very important. It's good to know your measurement so that whenever you are listening to someone, you will know what they are doing and what they are not doing. It's very, very important. So she asked me, why is it that people that teach on YouTube they don't give in their all? Okay. I know some persons give parts to monetize parts. Some do it wholeheartedly. Okay. So, and also it depends on who you're listening to. Some persons know how to really break things down, take their time to break things down. Some don't. So it is not most of the time it's not the problem of the person teaching. Also, is the problem of the person listening, not being able to understand what the person that is teaching is communicating. Okay, most times is how the person communicates, the fluent in how they communicate. It all just boils down to individuals and who you like to listen to. So she asked me, she said that she makes a neck of dress and it does not sit. The person teach how to make neck and she tried it didn't sit. I said no, it is wrong for you to say that, because anybody that is teaching you is using their measurement. Their measurement is not static when it comes to um, making dress. It depends on what you're making. What you're making determines how it's going to come out. Okay, like for example, we have a standard measurement for neck depth, which is 3.3 inches deep, 3 inches width. It is standard. But when you want to make a turtled neck, there are some turtled neck you will want to make, depending on how you want it to sit or how high you want it to go. Sometimes you are to take either 2.5 width, 2.5 depth, because at the end of your sewing, you're going to add 1.5 or 1 inch piping to the neck that will give you that turtled neck. You end up having going to that 3 inch. But when you do that 3 inch after sewing, the reason they go 2.5 is after sewing, you will have a round neck, but it will not be huggy to your neck. So it's very important you take your measurements. Whenever you are online, someone is teaching, know that your measurement is different from the person's measurement. If you have ever followed my video, I always say use your measurement. Most of the time when I'm imputing measurement, I don't like saying the measurement I'm imputing, because it gets some people confused. So you have to use your measurement. when you come online. So that's one of it. Knowing how to take your accurate measurements also matters. It helps your garment. How your garment comes out depends on how you're able to take your accurate measurement. One of it. Then the other one, knowing how to your bust placement or that manipulation also helps. There are some garments you make, there are alterations that will happen. If you don't know these basic things, you will have issues. The last life I had, I explained to someone that I was explaining that your depth, your back depth, the slope of your back depth is not the same. When you see someone's back, you see towards the waistline. Some persons own are deeper inside, some are flat, very flat. Most times you make clothes for some persons like that, you don't have issues. But when you make clothes for someone that the back is deep and the butt is portraying more, you always have that issue of bulge by the backside. That is where that manipulation comes in, when you eliminate some excess in fabric that are not needed. When you do these things, your garment is going to come out nice and better. So I would like to take questions. If you have questions, you're a beginner, you have questions in garment making, I would love to take questions. If you have, just drop it in the comment section. If it's best to my knowledge, I would answer it as best as I could. So Maclino, Rami, where are you viewing from? Please, let's tap on your screen, and if possible, you can share so that it gets more people. And also, you need to learn how to read your tape measurement. How to read tape measurement matters. This one is bad. I mistakenly cut the other one. How to read tape measurement also matters. These are basic things. They are little things, but very important in your outcome, in the outcome of your garment. If your measurement is more than it should be, it's a problem. Some persons in this part of the world, I'm in Nigeria, for example, you see some persons, they'll bring clothes for you to make. They will tell you, I need more allowance to it. That's because of our body structure and our sizes. Sometimes we tend to gain weight fast and all that. Some persons want allowance so that they can wear the clothes for a longer time. So, but most of the time, excess allowance do affect the outcome of your garment. It makes some part of the garment, they won't sit properly. But if your client requests add excess allowance, do that. And also, I want to point something out. As a beginner, if you're a beginner, you need patience in learning. I said it the last time, you need patience in learning. You came across a style for the first time. It's possible that because you don't have the technical know-how on how to manipulate or work on that style, it may not come out as nice as the person that taught you. Mind you, some of the times you will say, do this like this, do this like that. The video clip is already gone. Few persons will tell you, oh, I later did an alteration, I tried it out, it didn't sit well, I had to do a little alteration to this or to that. I just made a video I posted last week on how to make bustier, 6 pieces bustier, like looking like a fleece, 6 pieces bustier. And I tried, when I was done making that top, I tried it on. And I found out that it wasn't sitting properly. The problem wasn't the measure, the sewing. The problem was in my facing. The problem was in my facing, the way I cut the facing. So it kept dragging because it has a slope. So I had to notch. Even after I wore it, at the end of the video, I wore it, I still had to notch after then for it to sit. But when I wore the last clip of the video, I wore it and I made that correction that If you want to cut it, please do it this way because I noticed this, notice that. I still had to notch it after off the camera. So it's just different skills to it. Sometimes the sewing skill you apply affects the general outcome of your garment. And as a beginner, you should not be worried that you tried something, you made a mistake. That is why it's advisable if you're making a clothes, for example, we all learn. We are all learning. Learning is a process. It's an unending process. Every day we're learning. If you happen to learn something new, don't try it in a customer's cloth. Don't try it. Get a fabric first. Prepare yourself, work on the style, try it on yourself. When you see the outcome and it's something good, you know that you have perfected the art of it, then you can try it in a customer's cloth. If not, you will have issues, just like the lady that was telling me, that saw me, that was telling me that how come those people that teach on YouTube, they don't teach fully. They will tell you something else. When they will say something, when you try it, it's something else. I said no. Use your measurement whenever you're making a garment. Use your measurement. For example, I wear 40, my hip is 43, 42. A garment of 43, 42 will fit me perfectly because I go in and off weight most of the time. That is my hip measurement. My waist is 30, 34, sometimes 35. It depends. If I am imputing measurement and I'm saying that, it's only when you know you have the same measurement with me that you will use my measurement. If not, if I say waist 80, waist 8.5, divide the waist into 8.5, and you don't have the idea that you are not, you don't understand, you just put it there, you're going to have issues. You're going to have issues. So it's very, very important you understand that you have to use your measurement. You have to know how to take your accurate measurements. You have to know what your desired outcome is for a garment. What's your desired outcome? I may make a garment and I use 3-inch neck or 2.5-inch depth for a garment. You might choose to want it wider. It's your preference. It's not a must. Yeah, hello. It's not a must you use my measurement. Okay? It's not a must to use my measurement depending on what you want to achieve, except you want to achieve the same result for some basic part of the body. Example, like the neck. The armhole are not the same. My armhole and your armhole are not the same. Okay? So you cannot use your armhole for my armhole. If I say my armhole is 8 points, I can only give you a formula to achieve those armhole, which you are going to practice with your own body measurement. Okay, which you will practice with your own body measurement. But if I say my armhole is 8 and you are going to put 8 and your armhole is maybe 6.5, 7.5, though for adults you barely see an adult that has 6.5, is maybe 7.5, 8, 8.5. I remember before I got more knowledge about sewing, when I was learning, my boss told me armhole is 8. When you're making armhole, you just do 8. But now I realize, because I've made clothes for few persons from boss 47 upward, you get approximately 9.5. It works for some, it does not work. That formula works for some, that formula does not work for some. Some stick with that static 8 they use, or just divide your armhole round with your tape measurement. You divide this round, whatever you have, divide by 2. You will still achieve same result. We achieve same result. Yeah, Madu, how are you doing? If you have questions, you can ask me any question you wish to ask. If I have the full knowledge of your question, I'm going to take it. If I don't, I will let it slide, then do my research and come back to give you the information you're seeking. Okay? If you're just joining, It's all about I'm taking questions for beginners. I titled the topic so you would see I'm taking questions for beginners. If you have a question for garment making, you have any place you're finding difficult to understand, I will take the question. Then from next week, I want to get like a board. I would love to, like, whatever I want to do, maybe make it direct so that it'll be very interactive. One of my reasons for opening my YouTube was to impart life. So I want to see to that I'm able to do it. Come what may, try my best to. So if you're just then, you can just tap on your screen, like the live, and can invite more people. If you have anyone that is into fashion that you can invite them to join the live. So if you have a question, please kindly ask the question you want to ask. Do you have questions? I would love it to be interactive. Or your if you have any area of you want me to talk about in as a beginner, let me know so I can help you out with it. Now I said the basic things you should know about taking your accurate measurement, knowing your bust point and how to manipulate your bust, depending on what you're doing, what you're working on. Then some technical know-hows about some certain things you want to sew. Like for a beginner, it's always very important you hand stitch your zip before you insert it. If you're not good at it, use your needle first, hand stitch it, then or you use your pin to hold it down, then you sew. So these are the little things that helps your garment come out nice. But very important, your measurement. Measurement affects any garment. Measurement affects any garment. The outcome of your garment depends on how you measured it. That is something very nobody should overlook. Then your sewing techniques matters as well. Thank you for joining. If you have a question, please kindly throw the question in the comment section. And if you're with me, type I am here so I will know. Please I will know that I'm not talking to myself. So now I want to show you basic of this is why I said I need a tape for this. So, but I'm planning to make a video concerning this, but I'm just going to show it to you so that you can see what I am talking about. So I'm going to turn my camera like so. I hope you can see. If you look closely here, I have I have three dots here. If you look here closely, this is a dot, this is a dot, is my bust dart. This is my waist dart. Okay. So what I wanted to do here, I even have to, I may have to put a dart here because I want to make something like what I'm wearing. But for me to have a flat neck, I need I need to hold here. So this is a pattern I'm working on that I'm going to use later on for a project. Okay. So you see, this is my bust point. This is my um bust dart, my waist dart. This is a dart. So I could manipulate this dart to anywhere. This is a French dart. There's a dart that can come through here. There are different darts. Then this dart, it depends on what you're working on when you are using these darts. So that's why I said knowing your basics matters. These are some basic thing in fashion making, how to move your darts and where to put them. And also for the back, I did not put the darts yet for the back because I have not finished the work. Then for your back, you can have a waist dart, you can have a neck dart that come here, you can have an armhole dart for the back. But most of the time, then your waist, you want to reduce bulge, you contour here, you take out excesses, because those things that cause those fabric to bulge out, there are excesses that comes in your garment when you're making your garment that is not needed, like depending on how the body structure is, that affects those parts of the garment making. So you see, this is why I say it's important. This is the neckline I'm talking about that the lady asked. Now this is 3, this is 3, and here is 3. You can see. So it depends on what you are making. This is now a standard. When I need to manipulate this now, maybe depending on what I want to make, I can decide to now move this inward or outward, depend on what I want. So you don't just come online and assume because the person used this, you're going to use it. So it's always good to ask questions. And if you're watching a video, and you have difficulties, nothing stops you from asking a question. Some people reply swiftly, like me. I reply immediately. My message drops. If I see it, I reply. So I always even advise, if you want to make it and you're having issues, you can chat me on use my links on my IG to get to me, and I will attend to you as soon as possible. So that is it. This class, this live is not interactive. I don't know people that are on. Nobody, you're not typing or saying anything. So it's to take questions. If you're still here, type in so I will know you're still here. If you have questions, ask me. I'm not with my board yet. When I get my board, then anytime I come on live, depending on what I want to teach, I can use the boards to put it out there. So, but I can take questions. If you have questions, ask me. I will speak and you will hear me. So type your question in the comment section. If you have questions regarding anything in sewing, if I have the knowledge, I will explain it to you. If I don't, I will make the research and I will refer to it later. We learn every day. Everybody is learning. That's how you grow. Please, if you're here, just click on the like button. It also helps the video. Don't have to repeat it. Just click on the like button so to get to more people. If we have more people asking questions, maybe probably there's something in your mind you may not remember to ask, and there's more people here and they're asking the question, you get to know about it. Well, I hope this has been impactful, and I may have to end the live. I don't like the way I'm talking and I'm repeating myself, because the purpose is to get people to come on live and interact with them. You're welcome. Well, thank you for joining. Next time, those that have joined, I expected a question, but I didn't get it. So next time, hopefully, whatever I said here, hopefully is helpful to someone. And I'll be grateful if it does. Enjoy the rest of your day, anywhere you are, anytime. Till I come your way again, I will try to make it more interactive, make a banner, a flyer, and post on my wall so I'll have more people. Thank you for liking. So I have more people that will come up, because it's really not I don't feel encouraged, because I'm talking to myself. So if you have been following me before and you're here, can you signify by saying, so I will know you are one of my followers? I would love that. If you've been following me on my page, this is not the first time you are coming across my video. You're following me on my page. You've seen my video before. Can you just type under the comment section? Let me know that I have my people here. I'm still here. I think I will have to go now. Um, till next time. This is Thank you for joining the live. Thank you for those that interacted. Thank you. I was hoping I was going to take much question, but there's no question. And next time I come your way again, Have a lovely day, afternoon, evening, morning, whatever time it is where you are. Okay. If you have a question, you can follow me, drop it, or check out my videos, or you will find my handles. You can follow me on Instagram. Send me a message on Instagram. The link to my WhatsApp is on my Instagram. So use the link there to send me a message on my WhatsApp. And if you have any sewing issues, talk to me there. I'll respond to you as soon as I can. Or you drop it, just look for one of the videos, just drop it in the comment section, and I will get to you as soon as I can. Okay, that being said, like come your way again. Happy sewing.